And here we go. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 20 of The Huddle, our 46th episode overall, dating back to last year. I'm your host, Ed Tate of BlueBombers.com. We're coming to you live, as always, from our fancy schmancy studio here at Princess Auto Stadium. We're live on the Blue Bombers YouTube page and on X. Thanks for joining us this week. This week, we're very pleased to be joined by Cam Allen, the Blue Bombers safety. Give me the old fist bump, Cam.
Sorry,
First year with the club, started the last 6 games at safety, I believe. That's what I got written down at least. Correct me if I'm wrong, Cam.
Yeah, I think it's 8 maybe.
8? Okay.
Yeah, maybe
My
8,
bad. I
yeah.
should learn
You
to add.
You're good.
So we got to get that right. 8. Okay. We're going to follow our usual script here as we do with Cam, and we're going to look at his road travel to Winnipeg. Leave some space in the script here for fans to interact. We've got a new sponsor, Mary Brown's Chicken, as you can see already. Thank you for stepping up, Mary Brown's Chicken. We've now got 3 sponsors with Coors Light and Duron Equipment, so thanks for being on board and helping this thing work. As we usually do, we start with the Coors Light Chill Chat, Cam. So here we go. These are kind of fun questions, but
Gotcha.
I'll start with the sponsor read here, as they say. Welcome to the Coors Light Chill Chat, a chance to kick back and get to know the Blue Bombers players a little better. Proudly brought to you by Coors Light, the official beer and the chill choice of the Blue Bombers.
There's regular cold, and then there's the mountains are blue cold. Mountain cold refreshment. Coors Light, the chill choice.
Here we go. Okay, we're good now. Okay. I always feel like I talk too much at the top here. We got to get to Cam here. So here we go. Coors Light Chill Chat. Cam, this is a newer question. What do you consider your happy place and why?
Happy place? Really, when I'm just back home with my girl and my dog, for real. Just getting away from football sometimes, even though I love football to death. Just getting back and chilling with them too. That's really my happy place. Just get to relax and vibe, yeah.
Okay, where's home in the off season?
Indiana. In the off season, yeah. I'm originally from Virginia, but I live in Indiana. I met my girl out there and stuff like that. So, yeah, I've been out there with her since college.
What kind of dog?
A Yorkie poo.
All right.
Yeah, little dog, yeah.
What's the name of the dog?
His name's Kai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. I like it.
Love him too.
Your favorite TV show or movie of all time?
I gotta say Stranger Things, honestly. Yeah, Stranger Things. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't look at me and think that I wouldn't like stuff like that. But nah, yeah, I love Stranger Things. I'm eager for it the next season to come out and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm waiting.
New season. It's like 8 films. You saw that?
Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be crazy.
For the TV show, it's 8 episodes ranging from an hour and a half to 2 hours an episode.
Yeah.
It's like 8 films, $60 million an episode. They've been working on it for 3 years.
Okay, is it the same people?
It is the same
Yeah.
people, yes.
I was gonna say yeah.
Same cast, eh? Okay, that'll be good.
No, yeah, they got their thing going on. I'm gonna be locked in.
Yeah, me too.
Locked in.
I was late to that, but that's a good show, man.
No, I love it.
Okay, what about favorite movie?
Movie? See, I'm a movie guy, so I got a whole bunch of favorite movies. I
Okay.
feel like, but I'd say not a lot of people know this. Deja Vu by Denzel Washington. I feel like that's kind of overslept on, but you watch that movie 3-4 times, you're gonna see something different
Is
that
that
you
right?
didn't even
Okay.
see the first couple times you watched it. I feel like.
All right,
No,
give us
yeah.
some more. You say you're a movie guy. I like recommendations.
So movies, let's see. Yeah, I was about to say anything Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
That's me. Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, the GOAT. Gotta be the GOAT. Anything Leonardo DiCaprio too, Titanic. I still love watching Titanic to this day. I remember growing up watching that movie all the time with my mom and dad and stuff like that. So
Have you seen the new one with Leo in it?
no, I ain't seen that.
Sam in our content room said it was really good.
No, yeah, I ain't seen that yet.
Yeah, I got to go see that too.
Yeah.
One of the great directors of all time as well.
There you
Directed
go.
That film.
See,
It's probably gonna lead the Oscar nominations if I had to guess.
really?
It probably will. And come next February, it'll probably lead the Oscar nominations.
Okay.
Paul Thomas Anderson, Leonardo DiCaprio,
Have you seen
Benicio
it?
del Toro. I haven't yet. I'm going to.
Okay.
It's supposed to be fantastic.
Okay. Well, I like Del Toro too. He's really good. Okay. Is there a place on your bucket list or something you've always wanted to do but you've yet to get to it? A travel destination or something you want to do?
Travel destination? Nah, not for real. Honestly, my whole life I've never been a big traveler. me and my family, we really didn't go like on a lot of trips and stuff like that. So I mean, I've never really like coming to Canada. That was big for me, honestly. Like that was I had to get the passport and everything just to come up here and stuff like that. That was my first time getting a passport. So like traveling, like I have no like desires or like really need, because like I'm just a really like laid back guy. Like I said, I like to be home and just around the family and stuff like that. So I mean, I do like to see the world. Like been traveling around Canada through the road games and stuff like that. It's been opening my eyes up. So I mean, yeah, I'm starting to get around wanting to do stuff more.
Right on. Okay, what about a bucket list thing like skydiving or learning to play an instrument?
Ain't no skydiving for me. Ain't no skydiving for me. But I don't want to say this like because I feel like I really just be focused on football entirely.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, like bucket list for me, I guess would be like I want to be one of the greatest to ever like do it at my position in the CFL, maybe NFL again, hopefully one day, stuff like that. So I mean, like that's where my mind truly is. I want to be like one of the best to do it in football. So I guess you can say that's a bucket list.
That's
for
an
me.
honest answer. There's nothing wrong with that. I like it. Okay, if you had to listen to only one musician or artist for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Gunna.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Gunna. Yeah, Gunna's never really been like my favorite rapper, like, but like, I feel like if you just have all his songs, and that could be the only one I feel like you would never be upset, because like I used to like Lil Baby and stuff like that, but Lil Baby he's fallen off over the years and stuff like that. So like his songs now I don't like listening to him.
Okay, so now you remember who you're talking to here. Not
Yeah, I'm
exactly
already
the demographic.
Yeah, I'm already know. Yeah.
For this, so I'll take your word on that. I'll have to look that up and maybe give
go
it a
listen to some Gunna. It's
I
gonna
will.
be chill vibes.
I like it. Do you have, what's your biggest pet peeve? What's something that really ticks you off when you come across it or whatever?
I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of an OCD person. Like, I don't know. I just like when I see things that are like misplaced or not in line, like, or something like that. Like, say like you're writing on a piece of paper or something like that, and you going off you're not writing exactly on the lines or something like that. Stuff like that makes me, it bugs me a lot. So I like things for like stuff to be neat and stuff like that.
I like it.
Yeah. So when stuff's not neat.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could have any talent other than football, what would it be?
I probably like to sing for real. Yeah, I feel like I'm a good singer though right now a little bit. Like I used to sing all the time when I was like growing up with my mom and stuff like that. But like I wish I could really like get in the studio or something like that and really put the vocals. Yeah.
Did you have any training, like vocal training?
No, I ain't never did none of that and stuff like that. Yeah.
If you had a karaoke go-to song, like if you had to get up on, and this is for $1,000, let's go nail this song. What is it going to be?
A song? See, like I feel like singing and rapping is like a different thing. Yeah, so like singing probably I don't even know for real.
Okay,
like,
what about,
because karaoke, like I'm probably too shy to go up and do that.
Okay.
I don't want to go up here and try to sing in front of everybody.
Yeah, I hear you on that. It's different if you're in the shower, right?
Nah, yeah, exactly.
Okay. If you won the lottery tonight, what would be your first extravagant purchase?
Extravagant purchase? Probably a house. Yeah, I feel like a house is a big purchase. But I mean, if you won the lottery, then yeah, I'm going to go get probably one of the most comfortable, biggest houses that I could get for a reasonable, It depends on how much I want, I guess.
Exactly, yeah.
How much I
want. You can get a 3-bedroom or you can get a 15-bedroom.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
If I can do it at 15, I'm going to get that.
Yeah. There's nothing like having a lot of room. Do you think there is life somewhere else in this universe?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't believe there's no other life, honestly. Like you saying like aliens?
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't believe in aliens for real. But like, there's so many people around me and just around the world who like the Area 51 stuff, and like you see stuff on the internet all the time. Like it kind of like persuades you to like believe in and stuff like that. But yeah, just to me, I ain't never really like I don't get into stuff like that. I don't even think about it. So like, if you ask me, no, I don't believe it.
Okay, fair enough. You talked about, Cam, about how you're kind of focused on the right here and right now, but if you're thinking about life after football, what do you think that would be?
Yeah, so I got my degree at Purdue in selling and sales. So I mean, like everybody knows, I feel like Purdue's an amazing school to get your degree from, and 5 years to do it. So I mean, like I said, selling and sales. So I see myself like I really like always see myself in like real estate or something like that. But like I had gotten into selling life insurance just a tad bit before I even got signed to the to Winnipeg here and stuff like that. But I didn't really get into it. But yeah, probably something in that like category.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds, I mean, that's good. Safe road, right? Okay. Let's go to part 2 of this now, Josh. We'll do the road traveled. So you mentioned it a few minutes ago, Cam. You're from Bluefield, Virginia, right?
Yep, Bluefield, Virginia.
Tell us a little bit about Bluefield. If I'm visiting there, what's the scouting report?
It's gonna be beautiful first off. Cause I live in Bluefield is in like the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah.
Like I border like Virginia and West Virginia. Like I live on the border of that. So like everybody all knows about the West Virginia mountains, Virginia mountain. So like I guess just coming there would be a very beautiful spot. Like my high school. Whenever I tell the teammates and stuff like that, like my high school only had about 400 kids in the whole school. And there's like 98 in my graduating class. So like it's kind of different. Like it's a small town vibes. I always say like what my hometown, I kind of like basically like you would probably see it in a movie, like one of those type vibes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a small town. Everybody know each other. Everybody coming to the games, Friday night games and stuff like that. And just community wants to see like your whole hometown school like do success in everything that you do. So
Yeah.
small knit vibe. Everybody know each other. Yeah, just love for
Sounds like
everybody.
one of those Hallmark towns or
Nah,
Hallmark
yeah, something like
movies.
that. Yeah, that's what I
okay.
said. Like that's why I said like maybe like a movie or
Yeah.
something like that. I don't know if I love it that much, but
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, I feel like I don't know. A couple of people like if you come there, you might be bored or something like that. It ain't a lot to do.
Well,
But like I said, yeah, I'd be chilling, so I don't need.
I went
need
to
all
a
that.
small school too, man. There's 36 people in my graduating
Ooh,
class. So
yeah,
that's-
you got me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's smaller
There's a
schools
couple I
around
didn't
me.
even know who they were too.
Yeah,
That's it.
there's smaller schools around me, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, you ain't gonna see no big schools around me.
Right. When you what do you remember about the first time you started playing football? How old were you?
Yeah, I was 4 years old.
4.
Yeah, 4. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is that even allowed?
Yeah, I promise you. My dad made sure I played football when I was 4 years on pads and everything too.
Wow.
Yeah. So we called it Smurf football. That was our Smurf
Yeah.
back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, my first ever team we was called the Lions. We were the Lions. And I think we were terrible, but I just remember you just going out there having fun. My dad's always been my coach for growing up in any little
yeah?
league. Yeah, my dad's always been my coach and everything. Yes, and that's where I started my quarterback career right there. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
So was he your coach in high school too?
No, yeah, he wasn't my coach in
okay.
high school. Yeah.
Because I'm looking at this, and this still blows me away. I was reading a little bit about your bio, especially when you were at Purdue.
Yeah.
It says in your senior season at high school, what was the high school again?
Graham High School.
Yeah.
Yeah. State
Senior
champs.
season,
Yeah, state
61
champ.
touchdowns.
Yeah.
And that you were the Virginia Class 2 Offensive and Defensive Player of the Year.
Uh-huh.
So you never came off the field.
No, I never came off the field. I came off on like maybe just like kickoff, maybe
Really?
sometimes. Yeah,
But
kickoff.
how many games was that? Like 10?
15, 14, 15 or 14.
Yeah, 61 touchdowns. That's 4 or 5 touchdowns a game.
Yeah, I was snapping. I ain't gonna lie, but you got to think too. I was playing quarterback too, so like
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Our team was pretty good. Like we had like 2 other D1 players on our team at the time. Like they were both freshmen though, so I mean, like I was getting the ball to a receiver in the flat. Like my teammates definitely helping me out and stuff like that. But yeah, 61 touchdowns. I think that's like 3rd most all time in Virginia history.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a season.
Yeah, it says it ranks up there. You guys were 14-1. It
Yeah,
says
14-1,
you
yeah.
won the state championship.
Yeah, state champions. Now, yeah, football. That's what I'm saying. I love. Yeah,
And you must have scored a couple on defense too. Then.
yeah I was about to say. Like that counts. Like I had like maybe like 2 punt returns, like 3 pick sixes, yeah, and stuff like that. So I was trying to do
You
it
never
all.
came
man.
off the
yeah,
field, did you?
Nah, that's what I said. We got a small school, so I mean, we ain't got
Yeah.
a lot of players on the team, so you got to play both sides of the ball.
Wow, man. And so
Yeah.
then that obviously got you some attention at the college level. Did you have a choice and you settled on Purdue, or what? How did that come?
Yeah, so really just going into like the whole recruiting process and stuff like that. I always told myself like I feel like I could play anywhere in the country. I mean, like I said, small town school coming out of Graham, like I wasn't highly recruited or nothing like that. So I mean, fortunately I got invited to some camps, and when I went to those camps, that kind of like boosted got me to like a 3-star rating what they did back in the day and stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, overall it's just whenever it came down to it, like Purdue was my best offer at the time. So like I said, I feel like I could play anywhere in the country. So Purdue being the best school, they played the best opponents, being in the Big Ten, stuff like that. Overall, just wanted to make that decision and go ahead and go.
You know how they say sometimes that NFL teams miss like they don't. They haven't scouted Canada. Great, they're
Right.
starting to more.
Exactly.
I always thought that colleges didn't scout the smaller schools enough.
Yeah,
when
that
you put up
happens all the
those kind of
time.
numbers, come on, you're a player.
Nah, yeah, exactly. That happens all the time. It's a couple of my teammates like I played with in high school. I feel like that could have came up to Purdue exactly with me, and they could have made impacts and stuff like that. It's just they never really,
Yeah,
like I said, small school. You ain't really getting highly recruited. Like
yeah,
it's not a lot of. I mean, it's not a lot of great athletes where I'm from for real, but you gonna find them diamonds in the rough for sure.
yeah. Well, Purdue's a hell of a program,
No,
right?
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
I love Purdue.
You played for Jeff Brom there, right?
Yep.
His
Jeff
brother.
Brown. Yeah, he played quarterback here.
He played quarterback
Yep.
there. Yeah, it's cool.
Brian.
Okay, so I saw this story on the, I think it's a Purdue website that talked about you and your ability to play both, and how that really helped you, excuse me, with the Boilermakers,
Yeah.
because you had the quarterback's mindset playing defensive back too, right?
Right.
Maybe explain that a little bit, because you're a student from the game probably since you were 4 years old. Then.
Nah, yeah. Like I said, I love football. So when anything comes to what can help me get an advantage, being the best that I can be, I'm gonna take that opportunity. But yeah, being quarterback. I mean, I just feel like being quarterback, like I said, since I was 4. I mean, those younger days, that don't really matter and stuff like that. But when you like playing for so long, quarterback, I feel like you get a read of what quarterbacks want to do and how they feel, and like I feel like I was pretty good at like reading defenses and stuff like that. So I mean, just flip the side of it. I mean, reading the quarterback, his timing, all that stuff, what he sees. So like, I guess I'm like kind of like trying to read what he sees and stuff like that. But yeah, that helped me my whole college career. And obviously you got to do the film work and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big film guy. I be watching it all the time. Yeah, Purdue, like we was like they harped on watching film and stuff like that. So I guess just adding all that together really just helped me.
Yeah.
As a whole.
Did you not try to sell them on a package where you get to play some quarterback?
Now I think one time I can't really exactly remember, but like both of our starting quarterbacks got hurt, and we were down like to our third and fourth string, but then they needed like an emergency quarterback. So I mean, I think my shoulder was messed up at the time, but I did Indy one time with the quarterbacks. Yeah, I did Indy with them and stuff like that. So I think it was just like all fun and games, just jokes. Like they not really gonna do that for real. But yeah, I warmed up with the quarterbacks one day.
You gotta be pretty proud of what you did at Purdue, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I think about that all the time. But yeah, I feel like second all time in interceptions. We went to a Big Ten championship, didn't win the game, but yeah, and most of all, just the people I met there, like my teammates and stuff like that. I'll never get those guys, and still talking to them and stuff like that. So yeah, I just love my whole experience at Purdue.
And then when you're finished, you got to look from Denver, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't long, but
Nope.
like what's that? It's so hard. We've had guys on before. As an undrafted free agent, man, it's just like sometimes you must feel like they're not even really paying
No,
attention.
yeah, exactly.
To you, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that experience.
Yeah, so like you said, I signed undrafted free agent. Got there in rookie mini camp. Honestly, just was in starstruck. Honestly, just going to the facility. This is what I wanted to do. Since I was 4 years old. So I mean, getting in the facility. Going out there, and honestly, I performed like I should have. Honestly, I feel like going out there and guys and just looking around. I feel like I was a part of. I felt a part of the group and stuff like that. So after the rookie mini camp, like you said, I was signed as undrafted. So they had cut like 3 or 4 unsigned free agents they had signed. And I was like, sure, okay, I'm good. Then, sure, I think it was the very next day. Right after my conditioning, coach come over there. Yo, Cam, we got to go talk to the GM. I'm already knowing what it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but yeah, like at the end of the day, like the GM told me, he's like, Cam, you made the best impression that you could, honestly. He's like, I just really need you to know that this is a business. And like, honestly, I knew that going into the whole process and stuff like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I love football, and just here, being here right now, the opportunity, I love it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, because when you, in the game in Ottawa a couple weeks ago, you had the 2 interceptions. Afterwards, you did an interview with Claire Hanna from TSN, and you said you talked about being out of football for a year and the opportunity that this league's given you. What were you doing that year out? You kind of said you were insurance and...
Yeah, I had started, like I said, like I was, like, for me, I was just so in my head, like, Cause I had, like I said, I did good in mini camp and stuff like that. So for a while, I'm really thinking I'm about to get another opportunity back in the NFL. So for a while, yeah, I'm just really harping on that, still working out and stuff like that. You know, just trying not to get into my head so much and just get like mad at the whole process. But after a while, you kind of start to sink in and it's like, oh, okay, like what you gonna do if you don't get that opportunity and stuff like that. So really, like that's what I'm saying. Like just being at the crib. I didn't want to do a lot for real, honestly. I was really in my head, like I say, I love football so much, like it really had me in like a really like bad state, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, like, but I'm not really an emotional guy. Like I wasn't showing it for real. Like if you walk up to me, like you're not gonna see that though. But yeah, like I was like in a really bad state. So just honestly, I had to DoorDash a little bit. Like I ain't never ever told nobody that, but yeah, I was DoorDashing and stuff like that. Just trying to make a little bread here and there just to stay a little bit comfortable and stuff like that. But I mean, it was a long process. It was a full year of waiting, and just, you never know when you was going to get the opportunity. So like I said, when I got it was great.
Yeah, it's got to be hard, man, because that fire's still burning, right? And then, but there's the phone's not ringing.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So how did you keep the spirit there?
Yeah, I guess honestly, like, cause I'm very confident in myself. I'm a very confident person. I know, like, you could put me in the NFL right now, and I feel like I'm gonna go toe to toe with some of them. Mm-hmm. So like I guess that's what really kept my spirits up. I know I'm very confident in myself. I know that once I do get that opportunity, like I'm not gonna let it like slip again. So like just staying, cause if you're not staying ready and stuff like that when that opportunity does come, like I guess you just was wasting all that time.
Yeah.
Like so, there's no reason to be like down on yourself and just sitting there. So
it must have been because obviously we've never been in that position, but you're driving the DoorDash and you must sometimes be angry. Like,
oh yeah, for sure, yeah. Like I'm sitting here driving DoorDash, I could be waking up tomorrow morning getting ready to go to practice or something like that. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's tough. But you just like I said, being home with my family and stuff like that, getting to be with my girl and my dog, like that's the stuff that you need around you. And they done so much for me, my girl's family, and like my family. They done so much support. So I mean, you definitely got to have those people around you. But yeah, dropping that DoorDash, thinking about being at practice and stuff like that, it hurts. But.
And then just watching games on Sunday,
man, right? Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah. So then, how did you know that, or how did Winnipeg find you? Because obviously they would have scouted you at that Denver camp, probably.
Yeah. Honestly, I really had no clue. Honestly,
yeah.
I guess like because my agent Christian Addison in the U.S. He I guess he maybe had like knew somebody in contact up here or something like that. But yeah, I don't know how they saw me, but I'm glad they did.
Yeah,
I'm definitely glad they did.
Yeah, guys talk about this all the time, Cam, about especially when the game's taken away from you for a while. Mm-hmm. That I mean, you're not getting rich playing up here, but you're playing.
Right, exactly.
And is that you kind of have a better appreciation for it when you don't have it for a while? Is that?
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's what I'm saying. Like for all the say for any new guy that comes in here that's been new to me, like whenever I've been here, any new guy that comes in, like I always trying to ask them like how long it's been for you since you play ball and stuff like that. I just kind of want to see like how long it's been for them, and like if they tell me it's been a long time, like yeah, I'm there to encourage them because like you said, I know exactly how that feels, and like it's not a good feeling. So I mean, yeah, just being there for them, that's yeah.
There's nothing like to and as cornball as this sounds, there's a bunch of guys in that room chasing a championship, and you go to work every day with your brothers and all that stuff, right? That's really, you can't get that.
Yeah. Like I know like football's not gonna last forever, and I know when that last day comes, like I know I'm gonna be thinking about all the hard times that we've been through together, all the teammates, all the brotherhoods that you done built through all this whole process. That's the stuff that you really look back on. You're not really gonna be. Yeah, it's probably a couple games here and there. You're like, oh yeah, I wish I could go back and play that game and stuff like that. Like that was a fun game or something like that. But you always gonna remember your brothers and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's what you remember.
What were your planes touching down in Winnipeg, or you're taking the Uber or getting a ride over here for the training camp? What were your first impressions?
First impressions? Yeah. Honestly, like I liked it for real. Like I said, it was my first time being in Canada at all. So I mean, I'm coming in feeling good, new environment for me. I guess I was just really not even worried about like the impression of it. I was just ready to get on that field and show these coaches like what was about to happen and stuff like that. So yeah, I was just eager to get on the field.
We talked about you being and having that big game in Ottawa a couple weeks ago. It is pretty cool if you take the blinders off to say, oh wow, I'm in Canada's capital, or I'm in Toronto or wherever, right? It's like for a guy that's new to the country. It
No, yeah,
does-
most definitely.
yeah, that must have been fun. Some of that stuff.
No, yeah, like I said, I'll be sending pictures back home and stuff like that. I'm like, look what I get to see and stuff like that. Like, not trying to brag or nothing like that, but now, yeah, it's like you said, it's a cool experience to see stuff like this, especially when you've never seen it before.
Yeah. Maybe just talk about, because you had to wait. You had to wait your turn to get into the lineup here, and that must have been a test of your patience too, because
Yeah,
you know
most
you can play. But here you are, and it like compare yourself right now to even the first day of camp. Your knowledge of the game and all that stuff must be already through the roof.
No, yeah, it's yeah. That first day, I ain't gonna lie, like it was fast for me out there, just trying to see, the concepts, what they like to run out of certain formations, the waggles and stuff like that, certain different types of motions that their stuff doing and stuff like that. But yeah, today I'm way, like I said, I think I told you the last time you interviewed me, I'm getting way more comfortable now. Like my communication is getting way better with the guys. Just seeing stuff, reading the quarterback and how like the quarterbacks in this league I haven't faced ever before. So just reading them out and stuff like that, it's been cool and stuff like that. But yeah, for me now, from the first day I got here, is way more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine a guy like you, you get the first year, there's so much to kind of soak up, right? And then I know that there's an off season coming up, but you must be thinking, next year, I'm going to kill it.
Yeah.
Right?
Not yet. That's what I'm saying. I've been telling guys in the locker room, I can't wait. I can't wait for the season, but like whenever the off season comes, I'm gonna be hitting it hard. Yeah. Like it's gonna be like I'm trying to change my body. I'm trying to change the way I eat and stuff like that. So like whenever I feel like next year it's gonna be really dangerous because everybody already knows we got a whole bunch of guys that is real good football players. So you never know.
Yeah, I can feel your enthusiasm, man. That's good. Okay, Josh, do we want to get the plug in here for the Duron equipment?
Let's start with crunch time.
Oh, okay, let's do that.
Why don't we do that?
Yeah, so we got to. You can explain it better than me, Josh. Go for it.
We can just kind of wing it here, but wing it like chicken wings.
Hey,
that wasn't planned at all. So yeah, shout out to Mary Brown's. We got an all new segment presented by Mary Brown's, and it's called Crunch Time. And what we're going to be doing is hitting Cam with some quick hitter trivia questions, all centered around his teammates, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
I love my dog.
And the CFL. So we're going to do Mary Brown's Crunch Time. Again, shout out Mary Brown's for sponsoring the show. We're very happy to have you on. Thank you for being here. And while we're here, shout out to Winnipeg Sports Talk for sending their viewers over to us.
As always.
If you're watching us and you don't know who Winnipeg Sports Talk is, I don't believe you. But shout out to Winnipeg Sports Talk. They stream all week long. Go over to them. Check them out. They got lots of good content over there. Shout out to them. And we may have an announcement with them coming in a few weeks here. So keep your eyes open for that. But Ed, why don't you take crunch time away in just a minute because we got to go pull something in from off stage. So you want to dance like a monkey or something?
I got to spin some plates here now.
Yeah, spin some plates. We'll be right back.
Yeah. So this again, thanks to our sponsors, we got Coors Light, Duron Equipment. So I jumped the script there. We got their commercial coming up later, and Mary Brown's for stepping in here. This is cool. We get this late into the season. We have a new sponsor. This show is growing. We're really proud of it, and so thanks to Mary Brown's for stepping up here. I'm still tap dancing here while I wait for whatever we're supposed to be waiting for here.
I'm off the stage.
The Mary Brown's is right here. Here we go. Okay, this is what I'm supposed to delay for.
Special delivery. We got.
Go to Cam first.
Ken, your choice: crispy chicken and fries or the Sando. Your pick.
I'll do these right here.
Crispy chicken and fries, and then Ed with the sandwich.
Okay.
Thank you, Cam.
You got the crispy chicken.
Yeah, you can have it.
I got the big Mary here. Okay, we're supposed to eat this live on.
Why not? Why don't you dive in and have a try before we get into crunch time?
I'll take a bite.
Check it out. Let me know how it is.
Oh,
what are we doing here?
The big Mary.
Just a little bit.
All right, let's check that out, Eddie. Why don't you take a bite of that?
Do I need to be right by them? Look at that.
Oh, Cam, let's come to the close. Oh, that's me. Let's come to the close up of Cam. Oh, look at that.
That looks fire, don't it?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay. And here we go with the big Mary.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Cheers. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we might have to take a break.
Yeah, it got to be more than one bite here, Josh.
Hey, that's fine. That's what it's there for.
2 or 3.
I'm not sure I've ever eaten anything on live TV. Well, I know I haven't.
Well, you've eaten stuff on the show before.
Have I?
Yeah, you have.
Okay. This is the third time then. I mean,
And
Good.
this is the content people want. They want to see you eating. They want the reaction. They want the review.
well,
You a fried chicken guy? Cam, you like fried chicken?
Yeah, I like fried chicken. Yeah.
look, that's not just a.
I just said I need
A
to
little
change
patty.
Oh, that's nice. Eddie, how's that flavor? Talk to me about that flavor. What do you got going on in there?
Well, there's some sort of mayo. There's lettuce. I like it simple. It's good. That's a good piece of chicken in there too. Thanks, Mary Brown's.
Cam, what do you think he is?
Mary Brown hitting the spot. Like I said before, I ain't even really ate this like this for real. But we gonna have to go soon.
Yeah, there's one not too far from the stadium here on Pembina Highway.
Yeah, we gonna have to go.
Okay, this is really good. Can we take a few more bites?
Please feel free.
Yeah, let me get a couple of these fries. Potato wedges. Making a mess.
And while you guys are chewing, we have a fan in chat that wants to know how many fried chicken sandwiches could you eat in one sitting? Yeah.
Fried chicken sandwiches of them.
Yeah. What do you think?
If I was really trying, I could probably eat like 3 or 4.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You
That's
get
pretty
Gabe Wallace in here.
Like if I'm trying, but like who wants to eat 3 or 4 fried chicken sandwiches in one sitting?
I
You
mentioned
would probably be quite unwell after.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to feel like that.
we had Gabe Wallace on a few weeks ago, an offensive lineman. He's got to be
Oh no, Gabe.
340.
Yeah, Gabe. He'd probably tear those up 3 or 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He would.
I'd imagine you could do more than that.
Yeah.
And now I feel bad that we had an offensive lineman on and we didn't have food to
That's
eat.
right.
That's
You know.
That's right.
Although did we have something for when Gabe was on? Didn't we have?
You got a
some?
hat. You got a
You got a
military
hat, okay.
appreciation hat.
All right, my last bite, I guess.
Okay. We have to go on with the show. If people didn't tune in to watch me eat.
They actually did. That's what they said in chat.
Oh, yeah?
I just showed up to watch you eat. That's what people are saying.
Okay.
But anyways, it's not up to them because we have Crunch Time presented by Mary Brown's coming right up.
Thanks for filling in the gaps there, Josh.
No,
Wow.
great. I'm not the one with my mouth full over here, so it's all good.
I might be asking you to step in a couple more times because that's still pretty good. I got to finish my sandwich. Okay. So these are questions about your teammates and some other stuff. We're hoping that we'll see if you know what I'm going to do is I'll rattle off the questions. You give me the answers, and then we'll give the official answer at the end, kind of like Family Feud does on the whatever the countdown is at the end. Okay, you
Yeah,
ready?
I
You ready?
love, just for y'all's information, I love my teammates very much, but I don't know if I'm gonna get these.
Well,
Questions,
that's,
right.
that's a good way to kind of set it
Yeah,
up.
right,
I mean,
exactly.
you know your guys, but some of these questions
Hey,
are out
these
there.
are tough. These
bet,
are some
bet,
of these are tough questions.
Bet,
So
bet, bet.
no fault, no blame. We're
Nope.
just here having a good time with Mary Brown's.
There you go.
Mary
I
Brown.
like it. What year did Stanley Bryant finish playing college football?
He finished playing college football 2011.
Okay, write these
I
down.
read it.
2011, 2012.
Okay. What was Trey Vavel's 40 time?
It's my roommate. I don't know if he lied to me about his 40 time though. But I gotta say four.
Let's say before you answer, I'll say to 2 decimal points.
Okay.
And so when was this 40 time? Was this his
This
pro
probably
day?
would have been in 23 or 24.
Okay.
I'd have to go back
Yeah.
and look where I
Okay.
looked it up.
4-4. 4-4-4.
Okay.
4-4. Okay. Jaden Woodby's another
Yeah, it's my roommate.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dog
Where
pound.
did Jaden Woodby go to college?
Boston College and Florida State.
I'll write that down.
Okay. What is the capacity of Princess Auto Stadium?
Princess Auto Stadium is 50,200.
Okay.
Okay. What is the record for the most passing yards in a CFL game? How many yards? It's by a Bomber quarterback, too.
Bomber quarterback,
1994. I covered the game. That's how
94.
old I am.
Passing yards in the game.
CFL record,
I'm gonna go for like 520.
520. Okay.
600. Crazy if you
Here,
did that.
we're going to do the answers now, right?
Yeah. You're
Okay.
good with those. You're good with those 5, Eddie?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Bet.
So Stanley Bryant finished playing college football? And Cam said 20,
Cam said 2011, 2012. Correct answer is
2008.
Oh, I was just a couple years off.
it was close.
Yeah.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Now we have there might be some blowback on this answer from Trey.
Well, we'll see. I looked it up on Google. I didn't ask him. So this is what Google said.
Google says you said 444.
444.
Google said 4.56.
Oh.
I think
Pretty close.
The guy
Pretty
must
close.
have been the guy would be bad
Maybe he
on
was
the
slow on
stop.
Yeah,
the
they got to
Yeah,
be
I
bad
think
on
so.
that. We all seen that. Trey's
Yeah.
a slider.
Yeah,
That's true.
Is that what?
Yeah, he slides.
He's a slider.
Yeah,
okay,
he
I gotta
going-
use that. I like
Yeah,
that.
he's
I'm writing that
slider.
down for me. Let me write down. I can use that.
He be
I'll write that
sliding.
down.
Slider.
Okay, I like that. Okay, you got the Jaden Woodby one right. That's a tougher
Yeah.
one.
What a good roommate.
Yeah,
What a
that's my
good
dog.
roommate.
Yeah.
Boston College from Florida State. Easy.
Shout out Cam Allen. Good roommate.
Okay, capacity of Princess Auto Stadium.
He said
I said 50,000.
50,200, he said.
It sounds like that.
It might be a little less though. I feel like
32,000.
okay. I was thinking of like 40 maybe.
343. Yeah, but this is the best stadium in the league.
No,
It's not even close.
The best, not even close at all. Like you said,
So when you
that's
when
why I
we were-
love it here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we were in Edmonton on the weekend. Edmonton used to be the storied franchise in this league, led the league in attendance every year. That was sad to see
Okay.
15,000 there.
No, yeah,
That's
I
a
was
big-ass
looking at it.
stadium.
I was looking at it on like coming out and stuff like that. Like when they sing the national anthem and stuff like that. Like I'm looking, but
Yeah.
I'm like,
It was a
dang.
miserable night, but weather-wise.
I was
but
like, I
anyway.
know it ain't gonna be like that next week.
Okay, so here, this is a crazy number. The record for the most yards passing in a CFL game.
Wait, before you give it.
I said
It's-
520.
It's higher. You want to guess again?
That's what I said. If it's 600, like I thought 600 would be crazy. Ain't no way somebody throwing for 700, 800. What?
713 yards.
700?
Threw for 5 touchdowns that day.
How many times they passed the ball?
30
That's a good
some.
question.
30?
Yeah. Maybe higher. Anyway, that game, I covered that game, was crazy. It was the Bombers' home opener.
Yeah.
2 guys that day broke the club record for receiving yards. One guy had 308 yards.
Oh my.
Another guy had 240, over 200. David Williams and
I
Alfred.
gotta see what them DBs was doing.
And you know what? Here's
Dude,
the thing.
52 passes.
Okay,
You went
50
33 of
35
52.
completions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
33, yeah.
Okay.
33 of 52 for 713 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's a day.
That is a day.
Yeah, that's a day.
We've got the film, and another fan got in the sent me a note, Josh, about this, that we have the coaches film. It wasn't on TV. Back then it was blacked out. If we have the coaches tape of that game, which we do, can we get it on our site somehow? They thought it would be kind of a cool thing to watch.
We probably could. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll look into that.
Yeah.
I'll write that down.
No, yeah, that's
713.
That's
That's an
nuts.
absurd number.
yeah, that's
It's absurd.
crazy.
Okay, that's our new segment then.
Crunch
The
time.
Mary Brown's Crunch Time. I feel like I could sneak in one more bite here.
Might as well. Before we move on, why don't you sneak in one more bite? Cam, you did pretty good. You did pretty good.
Okay, that's decent. Oh,
Good try.
potato wedge.
Look at that.
Oh,
Okay.
Right on. And
chewing all
again,
in the
like we
mic.
said, shout out Mary Browns. We got that segment going for the rest of the year. So we're going to be doing all sorts of teammate trivia, CFL trivia.
Is there food the rest of the year?
We'll have to wait and see. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
y'all gonna have to ask me again.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cam Allen life story part 2
Man.
and 3 and 4.
Yeah, we can have him back.
Yeah.
Exactly. Gotta make 'em more
And
play.
with that, I'll just jump in again, Eddie, because we're going to go right into the Duron Equipment commercial. So thank you to Duron Equipment for sponsoring the show. They are a sponsor of the jersey giveaway segment. So we're going to be giving away a number 0 Cam Allen jersey. So in order to win that, as usual, you'll need to enter in the chat, which we'll be putting a link in there right now with your email address. And if you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, you get a bonus entry for subscribing to the YouTube channel. And of course, you got to be able to come pick it up at the ticketing counter. We can't ship it out. You got to be able to come pick it up. And the winner will be emailed directly from the organization. Okay, so be wary of scams. You'll be reached out to from the organization. So enter that chat now. That's pinned in the chat. And while those are rolling in, we're gonna take a couple of questions for Cam. And the first one is gonna be, oh no,
Oh,
Trey Vowels in chat.
oh god. See, I was in chat last time whenever Trey
Oh,
was
were you?
on. Yeah, but I don't think y'all really seen it for real.
This question comes from Winnipeg Blue Bomber number 23, Trey Vowell.
Okay, yeah, that's my
He's
dog.
probably going to reply now too and says 40 times way off.
Who is your favorite roommate?
My favorite roommate today is Trey. It's Trey because he's in the chat right now.
There you go.
Woodby's
Okay.
probably in there lifting or something like that, getting stronger or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, they both my dogs. But today I gotta go with Trey.
All right, there you go. Nice, right on. Next question. What is your 40 time? What's your best 40?
My 40 at my pro day was 4.52.
That is
But
pretty
in
freaking
training, they had me at like 4.46, 4.47. So I thought that's what I was gonna run, but 4.52.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
yeah, I was cool.
Big
I
time.
wasn't mad with it.
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
had good numbers, so I wasn't tripping.
If you were to take part in an eating competition, what would your food of choice be?
Well, that's a good question.
Donuts.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like Krispy Kreme, hot and ready donuts. Yeah, like
Sounds fantastic.
I would love to do a
How
contest
many
with that.
could you put away with?
I don't even know a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never
You could do at
tried.
least a dozen? You can do 12?
Yeah, I can do 12 easy.
Really?
I feel like I can do 12 easy. Not easy, but like, cause like I'm not a big guy. You feel me? Like I'm
You could probably
skinny.
do 13.
Yeah, I
13,
feel like
14.
yeah, I could do. Yeah,
Okay. That's
Especially
an
if I'm
off-season
trying.
project.
That's not a good off-season project. He needs to be running a 4.56 come June, Ed. Come on.
No, but I'm saying December. It's your cheat.
Oh,
the
I see, I
season's
see.
over.
Okay,
You know,
I see.
I gotta
Yeah,
treat myself a little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
little vacation.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
I'm ready to get to work.
I like it.
Winnipeg's first Krispy Kreme opened 2 years ago. It was a frenzy.
Oh, yeah,
People-
that's
it was
probably-
lined up down the block. Is by the outlet mall. It
Yep.
was unbelievable. People were in a frenzy for our thing there. Okay, let me take one more and then we'll move on. But again, before we move on to the next segment, we're giving away Cam Allen jersey and we're also giving away Brad Paisley tickets. That same link is going to enter you to win 2 Brad Paisley tickets for Grey Cup week. So make sure you hit up that link in chat. Again, Cam Allen jersey, sign up with your email. You'll be contacted by the team. You got to pick it up from the Bomber store and you'll be entered to win 2 Brad Paisley tickets for the concert during Grey Cup week. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
The other one's in chat now.
Oh god, why are they? They need to be watching film or something.
Jaden Woodby. Hey, Cameron. Big fan here. Who is your favorite roommate?
My favorite roommate. My favorite roommate today is Jada.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll go Jada.
I love it.
oh great questions.
My dogs,
Love it.
man.
Oh, Trey chimes in. Woodby is a
God.
terrible roommate.
Sometimes he will have you thinking a little like, what is you doing, bro? But
Well, you got to do a show where we maybe get the 3 of them on together. We'll sign
yeah,
that.
That
dog
would be
pound. I'm
awesome.
telling you, that's the dog pound, man. We got to
That
do
would
it.
be awesome. We had a show with 3 guys last year, or 2 guys last
Yeah.
year. Or did we do 3?
2.
We did 2, and it was awesome. We should do that. We should make that happen. And last thing before we move on, this is our feature item of the week for the game. This is the beautiful, delicious brisket mac and cheese. It's incredible. It's so delicious.
You got to try it. We've been eating. You try it.
That's true. Okay, I'll have a bite. I'm sure.
you
I mean, I
got
already had a bite,
big
but
in one.
let's get a little bit of brisket, a little bit of mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
And-
good.
We have to still play the Duron equipment spot, right?
We do.
And that's starring Tony Jones,
That's
or the
correct.
voice of the
Yeah, that's fantastic.
did the voiceover for this commercial.
Oh, for real?
These guys put together a commercial. This could be on telecast, TSN telecast. It's a
There you
good
go.
commercial.
Yeah, I'll bet
That is the
time.
brisket mac and cheese. That's the feature item of the game this week. So let's run this Duron equipment commercial, and then we'll move on to the next segment. Here we go.
Before the noise, before the lights, the work's already begun. You don't show up halfway. You gear up. You check your work. You take pride in every moment, every step, every snap. Here, trust isn't talked about. It's earned, day after day. We are built the same way. With trust, loyalty, and hard work. Duron Equipment, we are more than construction. We are part of the team.
Okay, Cam, let's kind of set up the remainder of the season here. So, Saskatchewan, 2 more home games, Saskatchewan and then Montreal. And we really, oh man, it'd be so cool if we sold out both games, because it'd be the first time in Bomber history that every home game was sold out. So, I appreciate Bomber fans for stepping up. The team looked so good in the win over Hamilton, and it just seemed like a couple of mistakes cost us in Edmonton on the weekend. What's your sense of the mood back there, and what you guys think can happen still going ahead?
Oh yeah, well, the vibes in the locker room, we're all in. We're still all in. Ain't nobody giving up. Ain't nobody, got their head down. Nothing like that. We know we got to come in. We got to go to work. That's the only thing that you really need to be said. Like I remember watching a segment when you had Red on here,
Yep.
and I just remember he was just talking about why would we worry about what's going to happen in the future and stuff like that. Just need to come in and put your head down and go to work.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that because that's my gig to write and talk about all this stuff. But I got sent to me today the scenarios for the playoffs, and it's pretty confusing. But so just take care of business and don't worry about that stuff.
Yeah, exactly, most definitely.
Yeah. One of the things that Dietrich said after the game when I was talking to him in Edmonton was, he said, you got to be mad. You got to look at where you screwed up and make corrections and get back to work like you just said. But he said, you have to really understand that everything we want is still in front of us.
Exactly.
Is that how you guys approach it then, right?
No, yeah, everything like he said it perfectly. Everything we want is right in front of us. The thing that's going to stop us can only be us. If we're going out there making mistakes, not being clean, not being disciplined, not being physical enough, all that's dependent on us. So, like you said, eyes in front of us. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's funny because Edmonton only had 142 yards passing in that game, and they had a couple big plays on the runs, which were critical. But you got to really like how the air defense is coming along, right? Because there's been a lot of changes with and the different corners, and I think I wrote about it last week. 3 different dimes, 3 different corners on each side, 3 different safeties. That's a lot of change, and yet here we are. That unit's coming together.
Yeah, I feel like that's really just a big part. Everybody buying in and just the high level of communication that we expect to happen. And, if we're all out there on the same page, making the adjustments and talking pre-snap stuff like that, it just makes everybody's life easier. So I feel like, like I said, everybody buying in. Coach JY coming up with the game plan each and every week. I love JY. The stuff he comes up with, I feel like I've never seen some of it before. Being a different game and stuff like that. But yeah, just all of us listening to him and getting what he wants done, I feel like that's where we exceed at.
What about finding your own voice, Cam? Because that's a position where you got to be barking out, hey, I'm seeing this, and getting guys lined up. And as a rookie, you have to kind of find your voice and know that maybe someone told you, hey, man, you're the guy now. It doesn't matter that you've only played 6-8 games. You speak up and tell us where to be.
Yeah, like Dietrich, Red, homie, they still on me every day at practice. Communicate, Cam, communicate, because they know how important that is because I have the best view when I'm back there. I have the best view of the formation, what's going on. So like me relaying to them, like I said, it just makes their job easier. So like I said, Red and Dietrich, they own me every day to communicate. So I feel like that's something I do need to get better at, communicating. Just when I'm out there, pre-snap and post-snap. So both help everybody. So like I said, they own me every day, and I need to get that better.
Yeah. Does it matter to you? Because it sounds like in Saskatchewan this week that Trevor Harris hasn't been practicing, and it's Jake Mayer. How much do you guys pay attention to that stuff, or is it this is their scheme, this is what they run? I'm going to do my homework on that, and it's more so than the players.
No, yeah, I feel like it's very important, to know who's back there taking the snaps, because both quarterbacks could have different tendencies. One might like to run the ball a little bit more. One might slide whenever somebody's coming, just depending on who you are. So play calls could be different for a certain guy, based on his strengths and abilities. So, at the end of the day, it kind of does matter. But, just going out there and, like I said, executing what your job is and making sure everybody on our side of the ball is doing their job based off what the offense does, I feel like that's the way you dominate.
I'm going to ask you one more on this, and then we can get some questions from fans. You mentioned Jordan Younger and the stuff he does on defense. One of the things that some of the players back there seem to be saying is that, when there's new guys back there, a lot of defensive coordinators will say, okay, we're going to make it so basic, we're not going to. But he challenges you the other way. I don't care if you've been here for 3 days.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to run. I'm going to throw these wrinkles out there. You got to know your stuff. I kind of think that's kind of a cool thing for a player, right?
No, yeah, most definitely. That kind of gives you the confidence, like, that he believes in you a little bit. We all grown men. We all play professional football. So once you step foot in this building, it's expected of you, to do your job, put in the work to know what's going on, and catch up with everybody else. So yeah, he's not going to call anything basic for nobody. He going to do whatever his game plan is to win the game. That's what we're going to do.
And you must appreciate it, because as a guy that you said right all along, even in high school, you wanted to learn, and at Purdue, what the quarterback was thinking. So you're probably in the same page as him, because he's trying to always think about, this is what that quarterback does, so we're going to make the pitchers look blurry for him. That's basically what he's doing, right?
Yeah, JY, I feel like he's a great. He has a great mind when it comes to calling defenses and coming up with a game plan and stuff like that. So I feel like whenever he puts us in those aggressive spots, we just got to do it for him, and it's all going to work out.
Yeah, right on. I like your enthusiasm, man. Okay, let's take some fan questions here before we wrap up, right, Josh?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's start with this question. That is
From Trey.
What are your what are your favorite major sports teams? Basketball, baseball, football, and hockey. So NFL, NHL, MLB, NBA.
All right, so NBA, my favorite team is the Lakers. Not because of LeBron, because of Kobe. Well, all the teams I like, every team I'm about to list, I like them because I just like whoever my dad likes.
Yeah.
So I just pick his teams. So NBA, Lakers, NFL, Dolphins, NCAA basketball, Louisville growing up, but I kind of going to Purdue and stuff like that. Both my college teams was Purdue.
Yeah.
But growing up, I like Louisville basketball, the Miami Hurricanes football, and growing up too, whenever I used to I ain't never really watch hockey and stuff like that. I ain't never really been around hockey and stuff like that. But I used to always get on the game and play with the Capital team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess you could say Detroit Red Wings. I think
Yeah,
Red
Wings.
Wings. Yeah, Red Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that's my favorite teams.
Yeah, I like it.
What do you have a most memorable moment in your college football career?
Most memorable moment, probably when we played Tennessee. We played Tennessee in the bowl game. The game was in Nashville, Tennessee, so it was basically
Home game.
a home game for Tennessee, and Purdue going in playing Tennessee, ain't nobody giving us a chance. And the game ended up being a 45-42 game, and we stopped them on the goal line at the very end of the game, and just being down there with those guys that whole weekend and coming out with the win in Tennessee after nobody thought we was going to do it.
Yeah.
It was fun, especially
bowl
that bowl
game was that?
It was a Music City Bowl.
Oh, yeah. The
Music City Bowl.
Yeah. So that's not in the same home. That's not where Tennessee plays, but it's in the state.
It's the same state. Yeah.
That's where the Titans
That's where the Titans play. Yeah, that's where the game was.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Nice, right on. This person wants to know what you thought of Ontario Wilson's touchdown catch from the game.
Man, I ain't seen nothing like that. That's crazy. Before I came in the interview, we still in there talking about it. I'm like, Poe, I don't know how you caught that ball, boy.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean,
Yeah,
I've had a lot of people reach out saying, is that the greatest catch in Bomber history? Well, I mean, in the moment, you're thinking, yeah, it probably is. I put it in the top 5, but, the thing that it was a touchdown, too. It's not just a catch on the sidelines or diving somewhere.
Exactly. Touchdown?
Crazy.
Through all the contact, everything? I would say I rewatched it on Twitter a couple times.
Yeah, it's the catch, the acrobatic aspect of it. It's
concentration.
Funny,
That's what I'm saying. The focus is
Concentration.
unbelievable.
Oh yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
like Milt Stegall had a catch in Edmonton, and this came up during the game.
Mm-hmm.
On the last play of the game was 100 yards. So that's one of the
Was it
greatest.
to win, like a
to
walk-off
win the
winning
game.
touchdown?
That's
Last play of the game, 100-yard catch. So that's a cool play too, right?
right.
It's
Yeah,
not
that's
that
probably
kind of-
memorable. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Most
For a
exactly.
different reason almost.
Right. Amazing.
Someone else wants to know, what are your nicknames in the locker room? You got any nicknames in the locker room you want to share?
Nicknames in the locker room. I don't think they gave me no nicknames for a Cam. Cam is. I feel like that's what everybody called me. But yeah, no nickname.
All right.
I feel like Coach O'Shea maybe gave me a couple nicknames, but ain't nobody said them yet. So.
Okay.
Next one. If Trey Vavel and Jaden Woodby were hanging off a cliff, whose hand are you grabbing onto to save?
Why they?
That one's from Trey Vavel.
Well, I got 2 hands, and I feel like I'm very strong.
That is very diplomatic.
So I'm
That
going
is
to
very
grab both of them,
diplomatic.
pull both of them up.
Good for you.
Yeah.
On the spot. That's a great answer, right?
Yeah.
That is a great answer on this.
I got 2 hands.
Let me just scroll through here. Okay, another one says, you seem so gentle and calm in the interview, but what brings out the beast on the field? How do you flip the switch?
Great question.
It's really just, I guess it's in my head, just, wanting to provide for my family so bad. When I ain't never really growing up, I ain't never really had nothing spectacular. We ain't never had these extraordinary nice things and stuff like that. So I guess just, going into that mindset, if I go out here and make plays and, do the right things, I can eventually, provide for my family how I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. It's an honest answer.
No, yeah,
I'm the
most
breadwinner. I got to help my.
Yeah,
we
let's
gotta
get right.
Pay the rent. This
Man,
week, buy
got
some
to.
groceries. Yeah.
Well, Cam, we've almost kept you long enough
Yeah.
here, but we're going to take a couple more questions and then we'll get you on your way. This person wants to know, what'd you get up to over bye week?
Bye week, I was here working out. chilling.
You
Yep,
didn't
I was
go
right
home?
here. No, I didn't go home. I wanted to save the money this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, bye week I was just here working out, trying to get the body right for the next week's game and stuff like that. But yeah, chilling. Me and Trey, we went to we did an escape room, a haunted escape room.
Nice, that's cool.
Me and Trey went go karting and stuff like that. So
Who
Yeah.
won the go-karting?
go karting, I think I had the best lap time that day. That's how they tracked it. But I had the best lap time that day. But that's not the only time we went. So
Okay.
yeah, he got me on one of the other days.
All right. That's a good answer. The coaches will like that. That
Yeah.
you know, I'm here lifting and
Yeah.
You can tell us the truth when we get off air. This is tough. This person wants to know what the best city that you've been to in Canada has been besides Winnipeg, but it's tough when you're traveling with the team. You're working, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
It's kind of tough. But do you have a favorite city you've been to on the road?
I kind of want to say Montreal. Just I kind of just on the bus, I guess, driving to,
Yep.
just driving through downtown and stuff like that. Seeing it looked good to me. It looked beautiful. I text my girl and stuff. I'm like, yeah, like Montreal's a very, very cool place. Just by
Yeah.
the looks of it. Like they had a amusement park
Yeah.
right beside the water or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just like the way it looked and the aesthetic of it, I guess.
I think the bus driver took the scenic route that day too, because it seemed to take a long time to get there. So it was good.
Yep. And with that, we'll wrap up there. But just before we go, I'll remind everyone that the jersey giveaway link is live in the chat for a few more minutes here. So if you didn't get a chance to enter to win a Cam Allen jersey or the Brad Paisley tickets, go over to that link, check that link out, subscribe to the channel for an extra entry. And while you're here, subscribe, like anyways. You're already hanging out. You might as well say hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And Ed usually does this, but I always like to get it in. Also, we get the Huddle is every single Tuesday at 3 o'clock. We come here live on the Blue Bombers channel, bringing out guests like Cam Allen, so you guys can get to know the players a little bit better sometimes. We're still hoping to get a coach. We haven't yet, but we're going to keep bugging them until they come on the show. So stay tuned for that. And Ed, I'll throw it over you to wrap us up here.
Well, you just handled it all, man. I don't have anything to say now. Yeah, every Tuesday at 3 o'clock. This is a fun show for us to do. Gives us a chance to show another side of the players instead of the basic football stuff all the time. So appreciate Cam taking some time out. Short week for the Bombers, Friday against Saskatchewan. So for you to find some time, Cam, I really appreciate it. Special thanks to Coors Light, Duran Equipment, our regular sponsors, and now too for Mary Brown's. I'll tell you what, that big Mary I just ate was still good. I think there's still a little bit left too. I'm going to get to that right after the show. Cam devoured his too.
No, we good. We
Still
still
good? Okay,
to
yeah.
go box.
So thanks to Mary Brown's for stepping up too. Again, every Tuesday at 3 o'clock, live on the Blue Bombers YouTube page. If you missed it, I'll post a link in my story today, and it's on our page for you to go back and watch all the episodes we've done. I think I said this was 46, so we're not too far away from hitting the big 50 number later this season. Thanks again for joining us. See you next Tuesday at 3 o'clock.